Day 2 between Monkey G and JINYAO. The pre-bet will be Julian and Ragdoll. Rank 10 against rank 11. First pick for Monkey G. Would the Monkey God show us a monkey this time? First pick will be Segment coming up from Monkey God. And JINYAO, what is going to be the answer? Will you go with the same draft last game? Oh my god, he is doing it. I'm loving this, man. It's going to be the crack and the mouse getting picked up by JINYAO here. Speed buffer and speed damage dealer. So what will Monkey God do in response to this? Everyone has fallen victim to this draft, and Monkey God will go for the Oliver and the Praha. He have his own speed buffer, and the Oliver is just one of the strongest units in the game. What can I say? So the response to this can potentially be the pawn toss Juno once again, because they were extremely well into this Oliver segment here. And also Juno can really utilize the enemy speed buff and turn that into the dot. Or maybe he's gonna show something different, like a Nethna for some exciting damage. He may do it. He's gonna go for the... Oh my god, I'm so excited. He's gonna go for the Amdoad to cut in between and be the most annoying piece of bird you will ever see in this round. And the big black bird will be drafted from the side of JINYAO. So what is gonna be the answer from the Monkey God here to deal with it, with this Amdoad? It's gonna be the Leo to deal with the speed buff and the speed scaling damage coming out from JINYAO. And maybe a Vert? It's going to be a Diana getting last pick from Monkey God. Instantly lock in the Kinky to deal with the Leo and the Diana. This Kinky is going to be extremely effective against these two critter, which means the ban will probably going to fall onto the Kinky here. And the ban on the side of JINYAO may have to be the Leo so that he can get his speed back. Without speed, mouse not going to be that crazy, and he needs the mouse damage in this round. It's going to be a Leo ban. It's going to be the Kinky ban. I can't wait to see what this Amdot's going to do. Will he be enough to deal with Oliver and the Diana? It's going to be exciting. First turn belong to the segment. She'll go for the big reset, potentially onto the pawn toss. She will get the reset this time, but that will come to cost. The Amdot cut it in between, strip disperse and slow the Praha and slow down the Diana as well. Big boost coming out from the Craig, and the one that's going to fall prey to the damage will be the Diana potentially. Or is it going to be the Oliver? It's going to be the Praha, the main healer. Take out the medic. It's a classic strategy in any book. But the Diana is going to go and start doing damage. But remember, Amdot is the king of cutting in between. But the Diana is going to violent proc after doing that and may stun the Amdot. He will stun the Amdot as well. So Amdot cannot cut in between and stop the Diana from moving. Pra does not get a violent proc to heal. But the Amdot is getting a turn very, very soon here. Remember, mouse with speed and attack buff can be absolutely crazy. The defense, Segment will take away the Amdot from the game, but the Pra is going to fall. But who's going to stop this horse? The glancing return coming out from the pawn toss is going to be very helpful here. Oliver is going to push back the attack bar of the mouse. Will the Diana transform? She will transform even with the glancing debuff. Can she get the 4 crit? She will. Oh my god, the Diana getting another violent proc. And that's going to be able to stun somebody here. And the one that's going to get stunned will no stun on the mouse, which means the Diana is back again being on trouble. Big strip and reset coming out from the segment. But this crack will still provoke for the Diana. Missed the provoke because of the glancing. And there's nothing that the pawn toss can do to stop the Diana from moving. Can this mouse do enough damage to bring down the Diana? With 40% HP, that is easily 25,000 HP on the Diana left right there. One hit, no violent proc, and a revenge attack as well. But the Craig is going to take a turn in front of Diana unless the Oliver get a violent proc here. Oliver going into the mouse, get a violent proc, might push back the attack from the Craig to stop him from... No! The mouse gonna lap the Diana! And the Diana's gonna go down to the Craig single! Oh my god! JINYAO take down the horse, and he will now move on to the Oliver. But Oliver is now having every skill back, so he's gonna be able to control the attack of the enemy team. And the first one to fall from JINYAO is gonna be the mouse. Losing the mouse, losing the big damage here. Can Craig and pawn toss do this? But Oliver is so strong. He will take down the Pontos as well. Crack can heal himself, but he cannot because of the heal block. And the segment will further control this unit with the skill reset. There's nothing that Crack can do to bring back the game for JINYAO because he's not on violence. Meanwhile, Oliver can easily get a violent pro and control this unit. And GG, Monkey God will be the first one to make JINYAO lose today. Very challenging game, guys. Not easy. Monkey God is definitely a very, very strong player. And he will not go down without a fight. Round 2 between Monkey God and JINYAO. What is going to be the pre-ban? Will it be on the Crack and will it be on the Oliver? It'll be Oliver and Pontos getting pre-ban here. Oliver is definitely one of the strongest units in the game, and even JINYAO will not have a good time against it. So the best way to deal with Oliver, just not having to fight it at all. First pick for JINYAO here. Will he go with his good old trust? He will lead in with the Crack once again. But with the other Pontos, what will be his speed lead in this position? Monkey God, no more Oliver. Will he go for the Jeremiah segment? But that will lead him to the same fate of Yon Hong. So he might go with a more Chung Peng potentially. Or maybe Vanessa Segura. Many different options for him. It's going to be the segment and the Praha for Monkey God. So JINYAO, what is going to be the damage dealer? It might be the mouse once again, but what can be the speed lead that work with this team? Is it going to be Mouse and Jeremiah to deal with the segment reset? It's going to be Mouse and Ethna. Both are very good damage dealer and both can utilize the speed and attack buff of JINYAO Crack very, very well. Locking in a very aggressive team here coming out from JINYAO. Monkey God has the position to go for a good turn 2 here. Like a Gio Carno is definitely going to be amazing. And the Ragdoll getting picked up here. And he has a last pick Leo as well, which is going to be super effective against JINYAO. And the healer of choice will be the good old Rakuni for Monkey God. JINYAO can go for the Kinky. He's going to go for the Julian, the better Kinky. But he needs another support here for the last pick. What kind of unit can he use? Is it going to be a Riley? Is it going to be a Shizuka? What kind of support can he bring into? No way. He's actually doing it. The unit that once terrified the entire Summoners World community. The Water Holy Berry. Just kidding. It's going to be a Kinky. So the last one for Monkey God has to be someone that can deal with the Kinky. Might be a Thessarian here to provide the Oblivion for the Kinky and the Julian at the same time. And he will have to ban the Crack potentially. Is he going to go for a Thessarian? Or a Hernie? Or a Light Desert Queen if he has one? What will be the unit of choice? A big AoE is also really good, like a Kiti and Da Shang. It's going to be a Gianna last pick. Very interesting. The unit doesn't exactly counter anyone and get one shot rather easily. I'm not sure about the last pick coming out from Monkey God here with the Gianna. I think the ban will be on the segment so that JINYAO can get the turn 1. And if JINYAO gets turn 1, I think many things might die instantly. Unless that Gianna is on triple HP. Violent with 40k HP to survive the onslaught coming out from JINYAO. Oh, the Gianna's actually gonna be banned here. So JINYAO's gonna let Monkey God get the first of the segment, respecting the Gianna last pick that will survive and stun his entire team. And turn one belong to the Ethna, going for the stun potentially, but that will give the Monkey God team attack power because of the Ragdoll. Here comes the segment with the reset, and she will go straight to the Crack, get the reset, so Crack cannot buff the team anymore. Things are not looking good for JINYAO. Big push from the Raccoon, allowing her to defense break the entire team of JINYAO, and now Ragdoll can pick and choose what meal he want to go for. And the sleep will miss most of the target here. Ragdoll getting focused by the mouse. Kinky going straight into the Ragdoll. Ragdoll will be the main damage dealer on the side of Monkey G. And the Ragdoll will send Ethna home instantly. Cannot do anything to Monkey God. This draft is not looking so good here because Monkey God is dominating this round. But maybe the Kinky was drafted for this exact purpose, to solo at the end game. But first, he needs to get rid of the attack breaker and defense breaker coming out from Monkey God. But with the Raccoon on the field, that might be a problem, even with the Violent Pro coming out from the Kinky. A lot of damage from the Kinky right there, but Raccoon and Praha are very good at keeping the team alive. And the Praha will get boosted by the Raccoon, providing an AoE team heal. And the segment is back to full HP. But remember, Kinky is a very strong endgame unit, because at this moment, without defense break, Monkey G doesn't have a way to damage the Kinky. So it will rely everything on the segment to land the defense break on the Kinky here. Can he get it done? He will miss the defense break onto the Kinky. And the cooldown of the skill is rather long. So it's going to be a while before the Monkey God can have defense break again on the Kinky. But he can put attack break on this unit. He will reset the skill too, so that the Kinky would not get the invincible. Wait, what's that buff called? Soul protection? No. Endure buff, so that he can stay alive by killing the enemy target. But the biggest problem for Monkey G is the Kinky Revenge. That's gonna do a lot of damage. But so far, Monkey God is dodging all the defense, and he finally landed the attack break on the Kinky that will shut down his damage. But the Kinky is gonna shake off the attack break by Violent Procking, but he cannot shake off the sleep coming out from the Praha. No sleep coming out from the Praha, but he's gonna get attacked anyway. He needs to defense break every target that he attacks so that he can heal back, because at some point, even the Ragdoll will start hurting this Kinky. Kinky's doing it. Raccoon is getting 5,000 turns in a row, but that doesn't hurt the Kinky at all. Big damage from the Kinky. If the Kinky managed to kill the segment, this might be over for Monkey God, because without defense, it's going to be very hard. But look at the Praha damage on this Kinky. Kinky going in with the skill too. Can he get it done? He will not kill the segment. This is GG. The segment will kill the Kinky. 2-0 once again for Monkey God. But remember, this is the best of 5, so the game is not over for JINYAO just yet. But man, Monkey God is showing us why he's the final boss of today, loser bracket. He is destroying JINYAO one game after another. And we're moving on to round 3 of the losers final. Is this the final game of today, or will we see the biggest comeback of Summoners World Sky Arena 2023? Round 3 between JINYAO and Monkey God. The prelim will be Julian and Ragdoll. And the first one for Monkey God will be potentially Oliver once again. Who works really well against JINYAO. But it's going to be the segment, the unit that has disappointed many players in this game, but still one of the strongest unit in Summoners or RTA. And JINYAO will go for the same draft, but this time he's gonna lock in the Praha, taking it away from Monkey God because it is one of the strongest healer and support in the entire game as well. And Monkey God's gonna go for the Mouse Rakuni duo to deal with JINYAO's draft. Also stealing the mouse away from JINYAO, but it's gonna go for Oliver mouse instead because JINYAO definitely doesn't really pick the Rakuni, so Monkey God can save the Rakuni draft for later. So what kind of damage dealer would JINYAO bring in? He does need a speedy, so it's gonna be going for the pawn toss, but is he locking in the Ethna in the mid pick? Oh my god, it's going to be the Amdan. Finally, he's been teasing us the entire day with the Manon, the Water Holy Berry that terrified the entire Summoners community for a good 2 months after the buff in the balance patch, allowing her to revenge and stun everybody so easily. But she has been changed a couple different times here, and now she's a bit more balanced, and the way to counter her is to focus her. And Monkey God is going to go for a Gianna last pick to deal with the buff coming out from JINYAO, and a Dominic to deal with the Manon, focusing her with a lot of single target damage. So it's definitely going to be a Gianna ban, and maybe JINYAO will have to pick a unit that can counter the Mouse Dominic damage coming out. Is he going to go with Umbelio to heal and cut in between? Is he going to go for a Diana? Is he going to go for some big AoE unit? He will lock in the Water Ryu to get the speed lead instead of the usual pawn toss. He also want to get that turn 1 away from Monkey God. So that might be the ban here. Or the arm toss is going to get banned because the cut in between and strip despair stun can be kind of crazy as well. Here we go, guys. The ban will be on the Oliver and the Water Ryu. No speedy for both sides. Monkey God will definitely gonna take a first turn here, but the Amdwad with some good RNG can be one of the most devastating cut for any team out there. And for a team without any healing like Monkey God, a good Amdwad strip stun is terrifying. We have attack lead and HP lead for both teams. And the first one will belong to the segment. She needs to get this reset done, and she will go for the prime. Missed the reset. That is not looking good. And the Amda's gonna go for the big AoE. Doesn't get any strip stun, but does. Oh, the Crank is actually gonna take a turn here, but is he gonna buff because Gianna is moving right after to strip all of that? So he's gonna go for the skill 2 onto the mouse, get some attack bar, and do some small damage first. Gianna with the bomb ready. Can she land the bomb onto the Praha? Is she gonna do it? She's choosing a target, and the bomb will be on the Amdwad. She's gonna get this unit out of the way since far, and she's gonna use a strip, but she missed the only unit that can be stripped on the field. And the Praha's moving after with a big strip, but no violent pro into the sleep here. Dominic will get his first turn, and the target will potentially be the Amdwad. Take care of this unit immediately, and he's gonna get a violent proc too. Could not finish off the Amda, but the Amda's gonna go down to the dodge damage. Manon's gonna revenge and stun the Dominic here. But without Amdwad, JINYAO lost a big chunk of damage here. The Manon's gonna buff into a defense break onto the Gianna. Big heal and sleep coming out from the Pra as well. Who's gonna be the target here? That's gonna be the segment getting provoked by the Crack. Mouse gonna violent pro out of the stun, the sleep, to try and strip stun the Manon, but couldn't get it done. The defense break set up, allowing the Praha and Crack to do a lot of damage on this Gianna. And the Gianna is gonna go down very soon here to the Manon basic attack. Or is she gonna do it? Is she gonna go for the finishing move? Is she gonna take the kill? She will not take the kill. Go for the stun on... Wait, is that a stun? This man is on Despair? It is actually on Despair. It's stunned with a skill 1 onto the segment. And the Gianna is gonna go down to the crack. Praha moving on to the next target here. Dominic is still a very scary unit because it is strong against every unit on the side of JINYAO. But this Manon is extremely tanky against Dominic. And she's gonna get another turn with the buff, and the setup defense rate is gonna land on another target. And this time it will be the segment getting stunned once again by the Manon, and a big defense break as well. Manon's on max rest build, resisting everything coming out from this mouse. And another boost coming out from the Crack, allowing the Praha to sleep the enemy with the attack bar boost. Crack with the defense break setup will do a lot of damage, and the target victim will be the segment this time. Big damage on the mouse, but not gonna be enough right there. But the Manon's gonna finish off the enemy segment. This Manon look like she's on a high HP, low defense build, only here for the defense break setup and the Despair stun. Big turn from the Manon, but no damage on the Dominic. But Dominic's gonna be the last one standing here. Can he do anything? He'll go straight into the Manon, but the Manon with great artifact survived the Dominic damage, and the Dominic will definitely fall to the damage coming out from the Praha. GG, JINYAO will take game 3. Gonna be very safe here with a heal, but GG. Wow. Who would have thought a Despair Water Holy Berry with high HP build to bait the damage and maximum resistance? Wow, wow, wow. JINYAO with the big brain move. We are going for the game 4. Is this enough momentum for JINYAO to come back from this position, or will Monkey G get game 4 and finish this set? Every game can be the last game here. Game 4 between JINYAO and Monkey God. Here we go. The pre-ban will be the Crack and the Oliver once again. So JINYAO getting the first pick this time. What is he gonna go for? He first picked this Crack all the time. Even though the enemy doesn't even use the unit, but he still first pick it. So what is he gonna go for without his unit? He's thinking about it. He's unsure whether he should first pick Mouse or Praha or Segment. It's gonna be Praha first pick for JINYAO here, getting a healer, a damage dealer, and a stripper in the first turn. But the return will be Monkey God, Mouse, Rakuni getting picked up. So are we seeing Manon and Amdot getting used once again to deal with Mouse, Rakuni? But this time JINYAO will have his Julian, so he's gonna need some sort of support for his Julian here. What will be the damage dealer for him? It's gonna be the Julian and potentially a Riley. It's gonna be the Julian pawn toss getting picked up by JINYAO. So Monkey God can potentially go for the Gianna and the Ragdoll in his last 3 picks, together with potentially a Jameer, a Shizuka. So many different options. So what will Monkey God go with? He has a Rakuni. He's gonna go with a Gianna, but he probably not gonna lock in the Ragdoll so early just yet, and it's gonna be Chung Peng to go with a Gianna for the follow-up. So JINYAO, you can counter this with an Ethna, and that's gonna be the Ethna getting picked up by JINYAO here. But the Ragdoll coming last can be a problem for JINYAO team, so he might need another true damage or healer in this spot to deal with Monkey God. Or he can go with a Kinky. He's a fan of Kinky last pick. It's gonna be a Heigang last pick to deal with the Gianna. So he has 2 Gianna counter to make sure that he can ban the last pick just fine and leave the Gianna in the field, because he can either stun the Gianna or have the Heigang to counter the Gianna. So Monkey God seeing this, will you force the ban on the Ragdoll or Leo last pick, or will you go with a unit can counter the counter to Gianna? Is he gonna ban the Ethna or the Heigang here? It's going to be a Juno last pick to deal with the pawn toss. Also with a lot of attack bar gain from enemy cleansing like pawn toss or Julian and Heigang. But I think he might have to ban out the healer. I think he's probably going to ban out the Julian here, because that's going to be too much damage for Monkey God to handle. So it's going to be a Julian ban and maybe a Rakuni ban. It's going to be a Juno ban and a Julian ban. So JINYAO will get his Gianna counter, but Monkey God will keep his main healer Rakuni. Round 4, Ethna going first. Can potentially go for the AoE for some free damage. Will go for the AoE, get some free damage on the enemy, and get an extra turn with the attack bar gain. Going straight potentially into the Chung Peng or the Gianna to get the stun and get them out of the way. It's going to be the Chung Peng doing some massive damage on this Chung Peng. 3.8k per hit from the Ethna. Almost killing this unit, but that's not going to be enough. The mouse going to go straight to the Pra. Strip, but could not get any extra thing. And that will allow the Pra to get a turn here because of the Heigang passive, giving her some free attack bar. But the Rakuni is going to cleanse very, very soon. And the Pra will go for the sleep instead. Sleeping the Rakuni and healing the team, providing the speed buff for the Ethna next turn coming up. The pawn toss, not going to do anything just yet. Heigang only using skill 1, saving it for later, because there's no point putting down big skill. The Gianna will get a bomb out, but is that going to be the best move? She can't strip and stun anyone as well because of the Heigang passive, but the Chung Peng is going to get a turn here, so maybe stripping is not a bad idea. She will not strip, then the Chung Peng will push back everyone except the Ethna. Ethna with a speed buff is going to do some massive damage, and that's going to be on the entire enemy team, and the defense break is going to land on the Chung Peng, allowing him to finish up the Chung Peng as well. Gianna will have to hit the Ethna, but cannot finish her. The pawn toss would not have the cleanse available for the team, and the Pra doesn't have healing, which means the Ethna will probably go down very, very soon here to the damage coming out from the mouse or the Gianna. Eat the stun from the bomb, and Praha will lose that turn. Mouse gonna go into the Praha. Rakuni cleansing some debuff, giving the team of JINYAO some attack bar, but she does have the boost for an ally, and that's gonna be the Mouse getting the Rakuni boost, and someone is gonna go down, or maybe 2 units might go down to a violent proc here. First one's gonna be Ethna, and the second one will be the Praha coming out from the Gianna damage, and this might be GG. JINYAO lost his damage dealer. He's left with 2 support unit, and they provide not a whole lot of damage. And sooner or later, the Mouse Rakuni combo will take them down, and there's nothing that JINYAO can do about this. Mouse coming in with a big damage. Can pawn toss and Heigang do enough damage to bring down the Rakuni and the Gianna? Gianna doing so much damage to the pawn toss. AoE silence coming out, but you cannot silence the Rakuni healing or the Mouse damage or the Gianna damage. They don't care about the silence debuff. They do so much damage on their own with the basic attack. And the Pontos eating more damage from the Gianna. Mao's gonna drop the damage onto the Pontos. Pontos soon gonna go down to the Rakuni basic attack as well. And GG! Monkey God will take game 4.